Hello.
Hey. So we missed a week. Very sorry.
Right. My
That
bad.
I was gonna say that's Marcus's fault.
That is my fault. I was on a work trip. I had to make money.
Marcus was on a work trip,
Yeah.
which I guess with that, I mean, welcome to the eighth episode of Rated R for
Yeah.
Relatives. Thank you for tuning in, and we're just gonna dive into relate to this rant, and
Yeah.
it's my turn. I always say this every week, and then I find something that I'm gonna rant about.
Well,
Well,
for the past like couple weeks at least.
Well,
Here.
actually, I do, I guess, have something a little to rant about. It's more of like what's going on social media right now with the whole theories of cloning and
Yeah. Like
I listen, I know what we are witnessing in real time is something very dark and something very scary and should not be made a joke out of, but I think that's the problem that's happening right now is I feel like as a society social media is almost giving us schizophrenia, if I'm being so serious. And
we're all paranoid as
like we're
shit.
exactly, or like just a very bad case of paranoia. Like, and I
Right.
and I and I understand that, and I get that. Like with, because I've read those emails. I wish I didn't.
There's some dark shit in there.
It's so dark. It's so disturbing. It's disgusting.
It's because like all of it is just so interconnected, and we're seeing that because because like you see people on social media and like they're connecting some of the photos that were released with the documents to missing kids photos
Mm-hmm.
that had been posted.
Yep.
Like it's horrible.
And it's truly disturbing because I mean, we can go down this rabbit hole of conspiracy theories but that's not the
It's
type of
not even, and
podcast
that's the
that we
thing even
have.
too, it's not even a conspiracy anymore.
It no,
This
it
is
isn't.
all out in the open. It's real. It's
Mhm.
happening. Like we're talking satanic rituals for like disturbing
So disturbing. And
like
it's like, listen, when you're an adult, they say like 18 is the legal age of being an adult. I mean, that's still to me a teenager.
yeah, well I
That's
mean
still
it
a
is, yeah, it
child.
is a teenager.
I
Yeah.
mean, no, for sure, but that's not an adult to me.
Oh yeah.
To me, an adult, like an actual adult, is 25 and over. If you really ask me, I know the legal age is to drink is 21, but honestly, even then, like some people are still in college, some people are still figuring their like you're always figuring your life out, I feel like, but you're still so like I mean, I'm 23. You're going to be 20 this year soon and I just I mean, I'm going to be 23, but it's still such a young stage of life and a young state of mind too. So even then, like people are like, well, a lot of these people are also just like they're still like adults. Like that doesn't matter to me because you're talking about they're still adults, but the ages are 18, 19, 20, 21. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's still disgusting and disturbing because you're talking about the people that are involved in this are like 40 plus years old. These are people that should know better. I came across an audio. It is so disgusting. I wish I could burn it from my brain. It was this audio of this child getting water, boiling hot water
Oh
poured
no,
onto
I know
them.
exactly the one you're talking about.
Disgusting. Disgusting. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than just content sharing. This is bigger than just, you know,
A
a
story
story.
or
This is
yeah.
not just a story to tell. This happened to so many people. And it's so disturbing. Like the fact that our yearbooks were menus to these people is disgusting. And it boils my blood seeing people that are on, like we said in the last episode, on the wrong side of history, still supporting something like this. Or not just supporting, but turning a blind eye, which I think honestly is equally as bad,
If not almost
if
more.
not almost
It's
worse.
like it's
You
because
can't ignore this. You're looking to your children, your grandchildren, your young nieces and nephews, and you're just as long as it's not my family, that's not okay. And the whole cloning of it all, like the social media going down this rabbit hole because of an email that has stated that like they've made it possible to I don't want to say cloning is the right word. I don't think someone of I
it's
will
more
go
of
as
just
far as
like
to say
DNA
I was gonna say
replication.
that's like DNA replication. That's like I don't think that technology, I don't wanna say it doesn't exist, but I don't think someone like that, no matter how much money you have, you would have that type of access. I could be wrong. I mean, anything at this point is possible. I don't wanna, like, completely get into the rabbit hole, but, like, I think it's really unfair about us as a society. Because again, like, we've been in the industry for a little bit. We've heard things slightly that we shrugged our shoulders to, like, "Okay, like, you're joking,"
Right.
when they're really not. Um, and I just feel like it's really unfair for us to want answers out of these people. Because again, like, they're dealing with their own trauma.
Oh yeah, like it's kind of like when people obviously everyone was very glad that Drake Bell did come
Mhm.
onto that documentary and did
Mhm.
share his story
Yes.
publicly
Mhm.
finally and whatnot. But like people calling for that and like really like trying to egg for
Right.
that, it's like
Because I
these people
remember
are like hurting, you
Right. Because I
know? Like,
remember when that documentary of Quiet on Set came out,
right.
people were wanting Ariana Grande to say something so
Oh yeah,
bad.
every especially her.
Especially because she's the one, I don't wanna say the most successful Nickelodeon star, but she is the one with the bigger name.
Right.
Like, everybody knows who Ariana Grande is, you
Right.
know what I mean? So, I think people wanted an answer from her and her experience because she was sexualized a lot on that show and on that network, regardless. And it's disturbing, it's disgusting, and I think her being quiet about it, I hate that people are upset about that.
Right.
Because again, imagine you go through the most traumatic thing you could possibly go through, and you're still working through what just happened to you. And then there's these sea of people, millions of people wanting to know your story and wanting to know your trauma when majority of them don't know the first thing about you as a person.
Right.
And I just think that that's just so unfair. Like, we hold these celebrities to a high pedestal, and that's why this this thing of idolization of celebrities, like, is not okay either. Because idolization, I think, is the reason why we're falling to these like conspiracy theories and just like, oh my god, like, this is the explanation. Or not just that, hatred towards celebrities.
Right.
There's a lot of people that hate Selena Gomez, and it's weird and disturbing, like, that you could
Yeah.
hate someone that you don't know that much.
Right.
But so that they want to give like, so they're so those group of people that hate her want this conspiracy theory to be so true that she's not her, this is a clone. Or there's people also on the flip side that are big fans of her that are using this as an argument to the people that hate her. This isn't her, like, it's not her, it's a clone, it's whatever, you get what I mean? And I just find it very, very odd as a society that we are doing that to not only ourselves, but like, again, other people. Yes, they're celebrities, you know, but that doesn't mean that they're not people. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, it's disturbing to me what we're doing and as a society. And I think we should really touch grass. I'm not saying this isn't something that shouldn't be taken seriously, but
But like we need to
forget it.
keep grounded.
Exactly, like,
Like
forget about celebrities. We're talking about children that were, like you mentioned, missing for a long time, and the whole, like, photographs and comparing and contrasting, it's like, "Wait a second."
this is something that like this is a big this is an operation. This is
Right,
running our world. Like like we hell
right.
there are specific families the actual okay, for first of all, I would never take my own life. I'm of sound mind and body.
Yeah,
I we would never. The Illuminati was actually name drop the actual name Illuminati. And so there's no hiding this anymore. This is true stuff. There's a cabal of people, of politicians, celebrities, world leaders
mhm,
that are running our worlds,
yeah,
that are controlling everything. And look what they've been doing on this little island. They're just taking kids,
mhm.
people, even they're eating people.
It's
It's
disgusting.
like
It's disturbing. To me, I think the crazier part is, and not
like
to make a joke out of this, but if I had even a quarter of how much money majority of these people that are doing these disturbing things have. This is the last thing I would want to do with it.
Like,
Like,
I
it's
just
just, it's disgusting. And I think this makes me not want to have kids.
honestly, I'm a big advocate for, like, you should have children to change things and whatnot, and, people should have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most people should
Mm-hmm.
have kids. But yeah, no, this has been something where I'm like, I don't like fearing for my child out
Right.
there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like God, thank God for the people that we were around,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Yeah,
Good people.
when we lived in LA, and
Like
we were around so many good people. Like
Max, our teacher, our manager,
Ingrid, yeah.
and even then just the people that we knew, other actors that were, like,
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna share a little story because we've been on auditions, right? We've been
no,
on
no,
like
no, of course.
some weird where they had us do weird shit. Not weird, but stuff that
Just
felt
questionable.
questionable, really embarrassing. There was this one audition that I went on. I
And I know the exact one you're about to talk about.
I I don't even remember what it was for. I know it was for a commercial. I just don't know what company. Now,
I don't know if it was for sunscreen or if it was for
I don't
like
even know if it was that. I don't even
I
know.
don't remember.
And I don't think Ingrid sent me on this one. I think it was our agency. It was so weird because I was instructed to get in a bathing suit.
Hmm.
I didn't, mind you, I'm 15.
Right?
I'm 15. I weigh literally like 85 pounds. I was so skinny. So I had the body of like, I want to say maybe a 12-year-old, you know? And I only had a two-piece bikini. I didn't have a one piece, you know, because again, I'm a teenager. Like, I'm an older teenager. Like, I'm gonna have a bikini. So I remember being instructed by these two men. They didn't look any older than 25, maybe. These two men, not one woman was in this room with us. They told me and a couple of other girls, because when you audition in sections,
Right.
by
Yeah.
group. So they told us to all change into bathing suits. And we did, obviously. We had a camera. We were all in this room. And they told us to act like we were going on a diving board
Yeah.
and we were trying to convince each other to like go on it, but we were scared and all these things, right? There's no script, which isn't uncommon, right?
Especially for a commercial.
Especially for commercial. They tell you to improv all the time.
Right.
It was just odd. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
There was no like brand to say the brand line. There was no product to like even mention.
It
It
was
was
just some
just,
like odd
it
scene.
was not even, it was just, it was weird.
Right.
And I remember feeling uncomfortable. And I remember feeling like, I mean, these two men, I mean, I don't think I even paid attention to them because I was honestly disassociating because I was that uncomfortable. And I remember trying to like, like, because again, I'm 15. I'm in the same room with, I promise you, like 10, 11, 12-year-old girls. Like, they're not the same age as me, for
Right.
sure.
That was
And
a weird one.
and I just, and I know, like, I don't want to, like, again, like, I'm going down this rabbit hole in my own brain where all this stuff is coming out. And it's like, was I ever
On the menu.
on the menu? You know what I mean? And I know that's like so stupid. Like, oh, like, how conceited or narcissistic of me to think that, like, because it's not just me, it's so many other
But
children.
it's
And
right. It's just a matter of the fact.
it really is. When I look back at that, I'm like, what the
Or the fact of the matter. But
like, again, I had no idea what it was for. Like, no idea what company it was for, no idea like what product we were even selling, if there was one at all. Like,
right.
the point of it, we weren't even explained that. Like, that is disgusting to think about.
Even the possibility. Yeah.
Even the possibility of it is disturbing. I mean, I don't know if you have a weird one, but like, cause I mean, again, I mean, I'm
I mean, I was on that same audition.
right.
Like they,
Oh,
yeah,
right. You were literally on that same audition too.
they just separated the boys and girls. But yeah,
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
and obviously I was younger than you,
You were
but
so much younger than me. I mean,
but yeah, no, I mean that because I felt weird being there, and because they were telling us to do the same thing, and I was just like, and I was the one that was supposed to be jumping off, which I
that
thought
I
was
was the one that was supposed to be jumping off too, Marcus.
right, like it,
And
which
obviously, like when we went into these auditions, they were aware that we were siblings.
like I don't know. It is a very weird thing to think
Sorry.
about because like no, yeah, because like it's God forbid that like anything
Oh,
came
that's
even
okay.
close to that, but like, you never know because when it came to because like yeah, it comes to stuff like that, and when things like this are coming out, it's hard not to see some of the stuff between the lines, especially with this kind of thing, because like you said, like I mean, hell, if they could have used a yearbook company,
What makes you not think that they can use audition tapes of little kids?
right? Like
Especially when these little kids are half naked.
is like I don't know because yeah, I don't remember what that was for. I don't remember. I want to say even maybe it was for a swimsuit. I
I
don't
don't even
know.
know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
I'm really trying hard to remember because I remember when mommy was even driving us to this audition, she was like, "Yeah, you guys back bathing suit, you guys would need one." We're like, "What?"
Yeah, no, we were so confused because like that was the only time we had ever done that. Which
Which is, I don't think that should be allowed. Little kids, and I get it. Okay, like people are probably gonna watch this and be like, "It's no different than little kids at the swimming pool," but time and place. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know.
right
Like,
or
it's
like
just sorry. Like, I really like don't want to be dramatic and make this about us because it's not just us. You know what I mean? But it's more of like,
it's the fact like I said, it's the fact of the matter, and that this could very well had happened be happening to other kids like and I mean yeah no it's just it's horrible obviously and especially with what's going on right now in the world and like we're because like this whole thing this whole new war I guess that we're heading into
yeah.
it's just another distraction
And that's what I mean. Like,
it's just another thing for us not to for not to be able to prosecute all these people
yeah.
like
And because there's these things of like, how are these people not in jail by now? And it's like because
they're the ones who are
they're
up
the
there
ones who are up there. Not just that, but like they have enough money to build themselves out.
like
And they have friends that would also too, even if they didn't. It's just it's so disturbing. It's disgusting. And I'm glad that in hindsight, that's as far as we got.
yeah
And I'm very thankful for the people around us that worked so hard to make sure we were protected, even for reasons that we didn't even know at that time.
yeah
Sorry about that. Let's
little dark start.
sorry, super dark to start. I mean, I couldn't not talk about that.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like we've said before. Of like, we're not necessarily political. We're not a conspiracy podcast. We're not a crime podcast. But
But this
with
is part of the culture.
yeah, hell, this is and even then, it's bigger than that.
It
Like
is. It's
like
so much
anyone
bigger.
who does have a platform, even as small as ours,
Mm,
like you should be speaking
mhm.
in some aspect.
Right.
Like that doesn't have to mean a post every day. That doesn't have to mean like being out in the streets all the time
Mhm.
protesting, but you should use your platform
Yeah.
because people need to talk about this. It can't it we cannot let this be just swept under a rug and been like, "Yep, that happened.
Yeah.
This isn't COVID."
No, it's not.
Like this is an epidemic of our humanity.
Yeah, you are correct. It's humanity. Let's move on
Yeah.
to your turn.
I mean, In lighter news, I guess, my weekend of itself, well, my past 2 weeks, I guess I should
I
say,
was gonna
because
say, yeah, because that's why we were gone. As you
right,
mentioned, you were on a work trip. So
right, and I mean,
how did that go?
it was great. I mean, we went out, to, like, a mountain town. It was great. Like, we had a bunch of fun. It was us and, another team from a different office.
Hmm.
So it was like 3 from each team. And yeah, we had a blast. I mean, we had this like nice Airbnb, or obviously our food was paid for like the whole time. I mean, we did have to share rooms, but like whatever, like as long as I'm not sharing a bed, like you know what I mean.
Right.
We got some like nice, authentic pizza. You know, it's good when the place is run by teenagers.
What?
Low key. Oh, sorry. No, like when. Sorry. Let me rephrase.
I was gonna say that's when I'm
In
like,
in
fuck,
like
my food's gonna get messed up.
specifically in small. Seriously, I've noticed this phenomena in small towns
All
with a
right.
pizza joint that's purely ran by mostly like by teenagers. The food's gonna be gas. Like,
And I
and you
can
want
kind
to
of
know
see
why?
that.
Because I also saw this too. Study was done of like something over like 60 or 70% of people who work in the food service
Hmm.
industry hit the Benjamin. Like,
You're right. So they're just like in and they're like, this looks
well,
amazing.
they're in it, man. They're in it because they want that food to be as good as they want it. You know. So
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like for me, it's like if I see teenagers in the kitchen, I'm like, oh, I know my food's gonna get messed up, or it's not gonna come out good. Which for me, a good red flag is when I see like older people. Like, I mean, and I'm talking like older. I think it's because we owned a restaurant, right? And our
yeah.
grandfather was in the kitchen majority of the time, and people used to get so excited when they would see our grandfather in the kitchen because we had an open kitchen,
Right.
right? Like you could see them making the food. So people would get so excited when they saw him
Like, oh, he back there?
no,
Yes.
yeah, like they would ask, they'd be like, "Is the boss back there?" And we're like, "Yeah, he is. You want to say hi?" He goes,
Uh,
"No, no, no, no. I just want to make sure he's back there."
no,
You know what I'm
yeah. Like, no,
saying?
I don't
And
want to disturb him. Like,
yeah, like because again, like there's these certain, and again, it was a small restaurant. We weren't a chain restaurant, so it's more of like that type of love and
right.
dedication that goes into food.
Mm-hmm.
No offense when I see teenagers working at like a Wendy's or, you
We'll
know,
see that. Yeah,
it's like,
it's like, yeah,
which
you're like,
Wendy's, well, that's a whole different topic. Wendy's has rebranded awfully, and I'm pissed about it. Actually, no, I'm actually pissed. Like, I went to go get a spicy chicken sandwich, and their bun completely different.
what?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
like it looks fake.
I got Wendy's like a week ago.
No, 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 no. The one that we have right here, I don't know if they just gave us like a different bun because they ran out of the ones that they normally had, but it wasn't like the fresh glazed bun that they usually give you. It was this like it looked plastic. I promise you, it looked so fake. I thought I was being pranked. No, I rather have gotten a spicy, like a hot and spicy from McDonald's. And that's saying a lot because I love Wendy's.
Right. Oh, I love Wendy's. Like,
They gave me shredded lettuce and not like the singular like lettuce.
yeah, I've noticed they've been doing that on some of the chicken sandwiches now
Yes.
too.
Like what is
Actually,
happening?
I thought that was different. Thank you. I know I'm not
They
crazy. I was like,
discontinued the ghost pepper ranch.
they will. I will never forgive him for that.
They
I won't.
discontinued the saucy nuggets. I'm
They
upset.
discontinued the saucy nuggets,
I'm upset.
dude. They hate people.
No, they hate me.
They hate
Why?
business. Like,
Why? Wendy,
Wendy, girl,
Wendy.
Wendy.
Why are you? You need to do something.
Yeah, like,
Like, what is going on?
what are we doing? Like,
Sorry, we went off topic. Continue your.
well, I mean, no, but yeah, we had a good time, ate some good food. I got a few good sales. Like, it was good. Like, there was good conversations had.
Hmm.
Good meetings, whatever. But this is just a testament to how good I've been feeling lately. Honestly,
And that's great.
I've been aside from a few obviously outside things that have been going on in the world, but personal life has been doing okay. I mean,
And I'm happy that your personal life is great. I mean, my personal life is great too, but I
yeah.
mean, yours is. I'm as your older sister, seeing you down and out for a while. I'm glad that you're
Well,
doing
cause like
okay.
my thing is especially how when I feel like I'm doing good is when I'm making money, I'm paying for things,
Mhm.
and I can spend.
I get what
You
you
know what I
mean. Like
mean?
having money does make you feel good, and I know that's like superficial, but
But it does,
it
cause like here's the
does.
thing, especially me personally, when I can pay for people around me. Like,
Yeah, I saw this TikTok where it's like, I don't know who traumatized you, but you do not have to pay me back for your $6 drink.
no, dead
And
ass.
and
Like,
and you know what? That's kind of like a debate. I mean, I again, like I'm a take turns type of girl. Like,
right,
and let's say like your meal was more expensive than mine. I am not going to dwell on that, honestly.
right,
Because
yeah,
again, like as long as you have a job, as long as you have any source of income, like money will come back. Memories and experiences, they don't.
exactly. And that's why I tell people all the time. I'm like, dude, you know what? If you don't feel like you can pay for yourself, I'll pay for you. There is like a lesson there, and like just learning to kind of accept people around you wanting to
Mhm.
help you, like in
Yeah.
general. But I feel good when I'm able to do that, and I'm glad that I'm able to do that now, because and especially when I can spend money on myself as well,
Right. Oh my gosh. And
like getting a new watch
exactly. We
or
talked
getting
about
a new
that.
tattoo, or
Right.
like
We talked
just
about that last episode of that why I don't like getting like materialistic gifts because it's I like to feel good
right
about spending money
on
on
myself,
myself.
right?
Right. And that's good. That's
Right,
great.
yeah.
I'm really glad that you are falling in tune with your life.
Yeah, I'm in that era, you know?
I mean, no, it's a good era to be in.
Yeah,
I'm entering that era of my life too, and we're all just trying to figure it out,
yeah,
especially right now. Trying
mhm,
to figure out like it's kind of dark, but it's like if I were to like tomorrow,
right.
am I happy with where I am at mentally? Am I
Right,
happy with where I am at inside,
yeah,
physically, and outside? And that motivation of being like, no, I wouldn't be gets you going. It really
right. Oh,
does.
yeah.
So that's why I'm drinking my electrolytes, taking my vitamins,
There you go.
drinking my teas, because
Yep,
it's like I do want to feel good and I do want to feel healthy at some capacity. Cutting things out of my diet. You are what you eat. I don't want to eat bad stuff anymore. I'll try not to. The temptation's always going to be there, right?
yeah,
And it sucks because I was talking about this with my coworkers. I was like, the thing that I realized that really sucks, I'm going to have to eat like this for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? In order for me to feel not like shit, I have to eat like this
yeah,
forever.
but that's what differentiates people.
Right.
It's what improves quality of life,
Right.
so
Exactly.
but
We're
yeah,
improving our quality of life.
exactly.
Okay. For cinema, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
It's my turn to go first.
yep. And your movie this week is one of my favorites of all time. Like,
Beautiful boy.
it's amazing.
So you assigned me Beautiful Boy this week.
Mhm.
I've seen this movie before. This is one of those movies where I feel like you have to watch once. But if you watch it again, watch it with so much intention.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful Boy, if you haven't seen it, obviously spoilers ahead, but it's a great movie. It's with Steve Carell, Timothy Chalamet. It's a movie about a father and a son, and his son gets addicted to drugs heavily. And I'm not talking like pill popping. It's more than
Like
that. It's
heroin and
heroin. It's meth.
yeah,
It's
like crack
like
and
it's
like
really really scary.
mhm.
And it basically is the ups and downs and struggles of wanting to get his son sober and clean and the trials and tribulations of that. And but this movie I think is so much deeper than just drug addiction. It showcases how much as a parent your limits, you know? Um I couldn't even write with my thoughts because I was just again, this is like perks of being a wallflower to me. It's such a beautifully done cinematic masterpiece. I Wow, this is 5 stars. A full 5 stars. And
I'm on a hill that this movie should have won an award.
this movie should have cleared at every award ceremony, the BAFTAs, the Oscars, the
Like,
Emmys, like so much. Like I'm surprised it didn't. And it makes me upset.
it makes me upset that it was just released on Prime Video. Like,
Right. This movie is based off a true story,
mm,
which I don't think it tells you in the beginning of the movie.
it
It tells
doesn't.
you after.
It does.
Um, well, it doesn't explicitly tell you either. It just tells you the rest of like
The
Nick Chef's
rest of
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the epilogue.
It's really exactly, it's the epilogue of the movie, and it's based off a book that the real life Nick Chef and David Chef
Co-wrote.
co-wrote. Well, Nick Chef wrote his own book about his own addiction. David Chef wrote his own book about being a father of
Right.
someone who has a drug addiction. And this movie's a combination of both
Of both the
books.
stories, yeah.
And my God,
The way it's
the
done
way
is
it's done is, oh my
because,
gosh.
like, what I love about this movie is you don't see just one side most of the time. Each scene, you are seeing the father's side and the son's. Like, you're seeing it play out in
Right.
real time, and
And you're
it's
seeing the siblings, and you're seeing the other mom, the stepmom,
his girlfriend, like
right, his
right.
girlfriend. Well, oh my
Well,
God, we're going to get into that. But with this movie, I think it's almost a horror movie, in my opinion, because when I first watched this movie, I just kept thinking to myself, like, every time he got clean, I'm like stressed.
right?
I'm so stressed. I'm like, please, please. And then he's put in another position where drugs are right in front of him and he can't help himself. And when is it? I'm still unclear about this. Is it a like a? It's a doctor that he's speaking to in the beginning of the movie, right? That
Yeah.
he right, and the doctor's explaining to him what these drugs are doing to his son, and this dad just wants, what can I do? Because here's the thing: drug addiction, alcohol addiction, they are diseases. Diseases are things that you can catch and they spread. That's addiction
Oh yeah. I
so
mean,
easily because it's your environment, it's the people you surround yourself with that can easily make you fall into these things. And I think with his dad, I think his thing is like, what did I do as a parent that I failed to, like, he's at the beginning, I can see him again trying to wrap his brain about where did this start? Where did
yeah,
I
and
go
and you
wrong?
see him like freaking out, like I thought it was just weed, and I
Right,
thought it was like
yes.
not all these other things, and he's like just in shock of what his son is doing.
Because it is shocking. Because I mean, our dad is a drug addict. So addiction is something that we're not shy to.
Right,
I can't bring myself. It's so crazy, and we're not, when we talk about things like this, we're not trying to be ignorant. We're not trying to be like, oh, like, or arrogant either. You know what I
right,
mean? We're not trying to be like, oh, we're better than these people because we've never done it. It's more of like,
like jeez,
wow, you
yeah,
you want to feel that so badly that you would inject yourself. Crazy to me.
yeah,
It's so not, no, it's because again, like, weed is so normalized. It's nicotine so normalized, you
well,
know?
yeah, because they're not that bad at
It's
all.
one thing to inhale, exhale things, but it's another thing to like build this like little contraption with the spoon and the lighter of it all, and
Fucking yeah,
and do all those things.
oh my
But
god,
I also think I remember when I first watched this movie, when he's driving away because he got clean for the final time. So we thought,
right.
I'm like, okay, the credits are gonna roll. Waiting to hear the end credit song. What are they gonna do? And then I'm like, why is there 30 more minutes of this movie left?
Oh yeah.
The girlfriend of it all. The actress who plays his girlfriend, I don't know her name. She's a great
She's
actress
really
because in
pretty.
everything that she's in, everything that I've seen her in personally, she's driven me nuts. Like, no, I'm talking like her choices. Like the characters that she has make the worst choices.
Right.
And and this brings in a different conversation of like people who influence you to do those things. It's like, whose fault is it?
We see Steve Carell's character kind of, battling with that, thinking it's his fault and thinking
Mhm.
of what can I do? What did I do?
Mhm.
And it's a stalemate
Right.
because like you don't know, and we see in this movie is because there's never really the blame game, really. At least like not entirely, because obviously, his dad is telling him like because we get to that point where he really does tell him, I can't help you.
Yeah.
I can't help you anymore. And
Be-
that scene breaks me. It's heartbreaking because it's like, wow, like you watch these kinds of things happen, and this is a true story,
yeah.
and you're just like, man, like I can't fathom
And this
something
is
like
a
this.
true story and it's not an uncommon one.
Right.
There's so many people
Struggle
that struggle
with,
that we probably don't even know did
and
or
that's
are.
and because why I think this movie is really important too, and I mean hell, it's in the title even a little bit if you want to get kind of artistic about it, but it showcases really the toll that events like these that that takes on a man
Mhm.
mentally.
Mhm.
And I mean, why do you think drug addiction is much higher in males? Like
And I think
it,
another thing too that I'm getting teared up even remembering it is when the dad is writing his article. And the last sentence is, have you seen him? Have you seen my beautiful boy? It gets me every time because, like, Nick Chef as a character, well, in real life, obviously, this is like a true story, but he runs away, right? All the time. And he never knows where he's at. And his dad sees him and the people that he sees on the street, And I think about those people, like, oh, not to like make this about me, but when there was one day me and Jose went to 7-Eleven, there was this kid that was a grade above me. We were in choir class together and stuff. We went to 7-Eleven, and you see homeless people around those gas stations all the time. But I looked over and it was that kid that I went to middle school and high school with. I also lost a classmate that I known or familiar with since elementary school, and he died from fentanyl poisoning. You know, which didn't become a thing until literally a couple of years ago because those were just overdoses, right? But when you take something that's a bad batch, we have an uncle who passed away from what we thought back then was a drug overdose, but now is classified as a fentanyl poisoning. And for those who don't know, Marcus and I have matching tattoos of in his honor. It's the city of San Diego done in like an architect like sketch. Our Theo Julio in his last Instagram video that he posted, it was like a video of what city of San Diego looked like at night, and he said this is what San Diego's all about: the view,
the
the
city,
city, the
the
bay.
bay.
And that's why we got that tatted.
To that point, it
to
is.
it's a heavy thing to see on screen, and the way that this movie was done, showing the effects that it has on
It's
not just them but the people around
and it's
you.
done very realistically. Obviously, that's our whole
Yes,
point. And I mean,
because again, this movie, yes, it's based off a true story, but it's not just a movie for people, it's real life. There's people around you that you don't know have struggled with this, are struggling with it too, because there's functional drug addicts that exist. There's a line in this movie, and it's my favorite line, where it's one of the last times that he got clean before he relapses for the last time that we see in the movie, and he's at this like meeting, and he's saying that when he was in the hospital, somebody had asked him, "What is your problem?"
oh yeah,
And he tells them, "I'm an alcoholic. I'm addicted to drugs." And they tell him, that's how you've been treating your problem. Because throughout this movie, we kind of see little glimpses of Nick Chef and how he is. You can clearly see this is a kid that's struggling in his mind, you know? And these are the things that he turned to try to feel something
Or really not to.
or not to, right? And I think also what really like freaked me out was when David Chef was looking into his son's book and he keeps obviously already disturbing the drawings, the phrases that he's writing down. But then he turns to a page where it's just like you would have thought he had a stroke writing this.
Like it
And that is just that's what really like that stuck with me because it's like that's what that does to your brain. Like people don't realize, I mean maybe people do, but your brain controls so much. Why I'm talking with my hands right now, my brain's controlling that. The my brain's telling my hand to hold this mic
right.
at a certain like my brain's telling me that. Like and when you take these substances, those nerves, those signals in your brain change or shut off. That is insane that that even happens, that those are there's things like that exist. And diving into my fun facts with the journal, the real Nick Chef stated in a Q&A that the drawing book, the stuff in there that was drawn was actually drawn by Nick Chef's real life half brother Jasper Chef.
Oh,
Yeah, and I tried to dive deep. I was like like he struggle too? Was that his journal?
right.
No, that was actually just a creative choice that they made of trying to encap like basically envelop like what this possibly could look like. As my next fact is that Timothy Chalamet lost 18 pounds for his role as Nick Chef. He also had a consultant and a doctor on set to ensure his acting as a drug addict was realistic and authentic.
Oh,
So we talk about this thing about method acting,
right.
right? And how I'm personally against method acting.
Right.
However, for things like this, um, I feel like I mean I don't know Timothy Chalamet's life, but I feel like if you don't to be a drug addict, you really have to like if I didn't know Timothy Chalamet in real life, I would have or like how he is in real life, like I would have this dude looked definitely a drug addict. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like again, it was done so authentically well, like the outbursts, the emotionality of it all, the behaviors, the body language. And I remember watching this movie and thinking, "Oh my gosh, he's so skinny." You have to in a way. Like you kind of like have to really like be in this scary
It's like it's
mindset.
being true to the character and true to the
Exactly.
performance, and that's
Especially
important.
if this is based because from my understanding, Nick Chef and David Chef both were very involved in this film.
Oh yeah, very much so.
So I can imagine like having to really like be this person because you have the real life person telling you this is how it was for me and this is how I want to capture it. A little tidbit on to piggyback off of that, the scene where he's trying to find him because he escapes from rehab the first time
Yeah.
and he's in the rain. So actually Timothy Chalamet had to get hospitalized because of that scene. So because he had lost so much weight and you're standing under like this constant fake rain sprinkle that's on you, it's freezing, it's cold, and you have to obviously like you're doing things that are not making your body well, like you're not healthy at all doing this either. The doctor had told him your mind knows you're acting but your body doesn't because your mind controls so much of your things. It's a lot of it, it's like mind over matter, especially when it comes to acting, but your body can only take so much.
Yeah.
And like in the movie too where the last time he had relapsed and his mom is telling the dad like they are lucky, he is lucky that he's alive with how much drugs are in his system. Oh my goodness, I don't want to like continue talking about Beautiful Boy for another hour, but if you haven't seen this movie, please go watch it. It is a beautiful movie. It's so well done and
The acting is
very much
amazing.
trigger warning
Like
if someone you do know struggles with this, it just
Be
please keep it in
aware.
mind and be
Yeah.
aware because it does not shy away from the graphicness of drug addiction.
Not at all.
And this movie is again just incredible.
Masterpiece. You
It's
know.
such a masterpiece.
And you said 5 stars?
5 stars. Complete 5 stars. If I could give it more, I would. 5 stars.
Fantastic. Well,
Let's move on to your turn.
yeah. Yeah, now on to my pick of the week.
Which is a complete like 180 honestly the 360.
360 and then flipped upside down.
No,
Honestly.
actually complete like my pick. You gave me Beautiful Boy, a masterpiece. So such a deep movie. And
You
I
gave
give
me
you
Baby
Baby
Mama.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
Tina Fey herself has my heart, low key, in anything that she's in. She is amazing. Like
Amy Poehler has my heart. I mean, I love Tina Fey too, but Amy Poehler is just. I watch her podcast, Good Hang, and Tina Fey was like her first guest that she had because they're really great friends in real life. They both been on SNL,
NSL.
SNL together, which is one of my life dreams. I would love to be
I
on
would love to
SNL.
be on SNL.
Like, oh my gosh, like please. I'm just kidding. They have no idea who we are. There's so many like famous comedians that start off on SNL. Like,
oh yeah.
Jimmy Fallon was on SNL. Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell was on SNL.
Sure.
Maya Rudolph also on SNL. Like so amazing, literally so amazing. I think Chris Rock was on SNL for a while.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley was on SNL.
Rest in peace.
Kind of controversial.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
I like how that was your first answer.
I was like, Chevy.
I think actually Baby Mama, it released in 2008, and that's when Amy Poehler stopped being on SNL. And so I think this was like her, I want to say her first film debut. And I think that there's something so great about this movie that you get to do it with a best friend in the industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's great. And I love this movie because
Yeah.
I know crazy favorite chick flicks of all time. Not all of them are rom-coms, okay? A lot of them are comedy movies that are centered around women. Women are funny. Women are funny. I'm the first advocate for that. If you think women aren't funny, watch Baby Mama.
I mean, yeah, it
and
is.
also watch Bridesmaids.
Watch Bridesmaids.
Which
if you think
that's
women
on the
aren't
list.
funny,
Just wait. It's on the list. It's on the list.
If you think women aren't funny, watch Bridesmaids because that shit's hilarious. Especially, well, it's at least the first half of the movie, dying laughing.
At least a lot of the actresses too on Bridesmaids have also been on SNL.
On SNL, yeah.
So I mean, again, like we talk about comedy, and comedy is really serious. Actually, like it's
hard.
It's hard.
Comedy is hard,
and we know that obviously because some of the hardest scripts that we've had to audition for were comedy.
Because you have to nail that. You have to nail it on the beat every time.
The timing has to be good. The pacing has to be good.
It has to be perfect because the joke has to land.
Yeah, not even like, good.
Perfect. It has to be like Matthew Perry, may he rest in peace, would legit like kick himself.
Crash
out. Yeah, would be crashing out in front of a live audience because they didn't laugh.
Comedy, I find there's a beauty in it.
There's such a beauty in it.
And I'm just so excited to hear your thoughts on the first like true non-rom-com movie that I gave you that's on this list. Which
I will say I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It's mainly about one woman, Tina Fey's character, who is evidently in this corporate world. She's built herself up very well. She has focused on her career most of her life, but she is now at a point where she wants a child. She's 37, so she is feeling like this is her an age where she needs to have a kid already.
You're right.
So with that, which her sister has a kid, her mom's likes to put all these pressure on her. She is going through every single possible way she can to get a baby. She has tried adoption. She has tried sperm donors. She's tried everything. But what she hasn't tried was surrogacy. And this is where
Amy Poehler gets introduced.
Because obviously surrogate. Well, first of all, I want to point out Sigourney Weaver's.
Oh yeah,
role in this.
in so many
she's
ways.
great in this. I loved
Yes.
her every time she was on screen.
In the end of the movie where she, spoiler alert,
Gets right,
ends up
yeah,
getting
yeah.
pregnant actually unexpectedly, and the doctor is like telling her this, and she's like, "That's impossible.
Mhm.
I've paid
I
a
paid a
man
man
thousands
thousands of
of
dollars
dollars
to
to
tell
tell
me
me that
that's
it's impossible."
impossible.
Which this movie brings up a conversation of the lengths that women go through to wanting to
I
build
w-
this
I will
family.
say at the beginning, because like obviously it is a comedy movie, I was even a little bit sad. I was like, man, she really wants a baby. Like
Yeah.
I was like getting sad for a second, but yeah, no, which it tackles the situation, or I guess the topic, and obviously such a funny way, like
Yeah,
because
because
we get Amy Poehler's character.
she's this person that just wants the money.
Right, this
You know what I mean? Like,
unstable, like, just kind of, usual, like, go along person, and she has this husband that is, like,
Dax
they've been
Shepard,
yeah,
who's
such a random
he
casting.
plays this like douchebag of a
Yeah,
man, of
this
course.
yeah, this douchebag husband. The doorman is my favorite part of this whole goddamn movie. Like,
Yeah,
it
it's he's amazing. I think my favorite is when like
like,
what he says
even
about baby
like,
mama, and then she's like, she's not my baby mama. Like she's just
you're paying the bills, she's carrying the baby. Ask any black man in Philadelphia, that's a baby mama.
yeah,
Like
yeah. No,
like,
that's exactly what he says, and I think that's so funny. And then when she shows up at her door after breaking up with Dax Shepard's character, and then he goes and he's like, "You got baby mama drama," and then
it's so
my other favorite part is when like she's fake throwing up
oh,
because
yeah.
she's actually not
Right,
pregnant
she's
in the
not pregnant
beginning,
for a bit, yeah.
and but she's pretending to be pregnant to get the money at first, and she's throwing up, right? And like she comes out and she has like the pea soup that she used as fake throw up on her arm, and he
He's like
jumps back as if she pulled out a gun on him. Like
he's
that
like,
is
"Oh,
so
you got
funny.
throw up on you.
Like
Go clean that
yeah,
up."
like do
Like
something about that
yeah, that's what
throw.
do something about that.
Yeah,
He is the best part of this whole movie.
yeah.
But it's a great movie. It has a lot of great fun moments. Like
Hmm.
obviously we see the relationship between these two characters develop very roughly,
Right.
even because like we have Tina Fey's character just breathing down her throat, obviously, because she's pregnant with her baby and
Hmm.
wants it all to be this perfect picture and whatever, wants her to eat healthy, and she's like,
Hmm.
F all that.
Right. Yeah, and it touches on like because there's this line where they get into a fight, and she tells Amy Poehler's character like, "I'm sorry. I guess I'm a little jealous that you're able to feel all this, and I just watch." And that's a sad reality for a lot of women
Right.
that have to unfortunately go through the process of surrogacy and not ever able to feel that experience of being pregnant. Because listen, pregnancy as a topic is something that I truthfully am very strong opinions about, to be honest. But when you are a woman and you want to have a baby and you want your body to love it and be this glowy pregnant person, and for every woman it's different,
Right.
and the thing about with Tina Fey's character wanting to be pregnant, she wants a baby, she wants to be a
Which
mom.
it's even funny too about because like a little parts in the movie you have characters telling her that she either a like yeah, you can't be that far along. You must be 4 3 4 months, and
Yeah,
the
and
guy
she's not
is
even pregnant.
she slams the door. Or when the cashier lady tells her, "Oh, it's gonna be a girl. That's why your hair is so dry."
Yes, and it's like, I beg your finest pardon. This movie just highlights womanhood too in general in that aspect, forming these female relationships as an older woman. And
It does, and it does it in such a hilarious way. Their
hmm,
chemistry is fan freaking
I
tastic
mean,
throughout the
yeah, I
entire
mean,
time.
right, because Tina
Right.
Fey and Amy Poehler are friends in real life,
Right,
so
exactly. Like, and I mean, yeah, no, there was just so many great moments in this movie.
hmm,
I found myself like pretty much watching with intent almost the entire time because without it even being a comedy, there's this underlying plot of like she's faking this woman out for a baby right now. Like, you know what I
right,
mean? Like,
exactly. Imagine if this was in a different tone.
oh no, for real. This could have easily been done in like a psychological horror. Like,
Yeah,
like for
no,
real.
for sure.
Like, and I think there is one actually that is like this.
Yeah,
But
actually, some people experience this in real life.
yeah,
So So, but I'm glad you like this movie.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
I'm excited for you too, because
I
there's much more comedies on this
yeah,
list.
and I did enjoy this one, and especially because it wasn't another rom-com, and even then, it did have a rom-com aspect. It wasn't strongly pushed. It
Right.
was great. I love the chemistry between those 2 characters as well. Even
Mhm.
the courtroom scene is really funny too, in my
Oh my gosh, yes,
opinion.
because you
Like,
have Amy Poehler's character, like, acting as if it's a serious courtroom thing.
you don't need a lawyer for this, but I am aware of my right to.
I
Like, he's just sitting there. Even he's sitting there like, I don't
like,
know.
well, whatever.
but, but no, yeah, it's a great movie with a lot of great moments. I
Mhm.
think it's very funny. It's a very enjoyable watch. I if someone threw it on, I wouldn't be mad at it like
Mhm.
at all, really. So with that, I think I this is another movie that I'll give 4.5. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Really?
it's a great comedy, like,
Yeah.
I will the only, like, small thing that the why it loses more of, like,
A
a
half
half star
star.
for me is I noticed that a bit of the story kinda jumped around a bit,
Yeah.
because, like, when we get her starting to date that guy,
Mhm.
we don't get, like, a montage of, like, them falling for each other until, like, a bit late, like, a few minutes, well, like, 10, 15 minutes later, which in a movie is a little while.
Right, and
So
I just feel like though,
which I get it, it's
it's
not
not centered around that.
well, yeah, right. Well, right, and that's not my point, but it's the fact that it got jumped around in a weird place. Like,
Yeah.
if it was just put in, like, that little part where they started dating, would have been fine. It was just times like that where I noticed, like, the cuts were weird,
Yeah.
and I was
I
just like,
see.
"When did," because I was like, "Did I miss something? When did we get here?" Like, there was a couple of that where I was like, "When did we get," but
I was
it
gonna say,
just
I because I rewatched this movie yesterday, and I was like, certain things that were jumped a little were I'm realizing the cutting and the editing of it all was kind of like,
no, yeah, like,
we're missing a few
yeah,
pieces.
no, you can almost tell that, like, they had it's one of those times where you can tell they definitely cut a scene out there, like, you know what I
Right,
mean? Or, like, there
exactly.
was something missing here,
Mhm.
there was a scene,
For
you know what I
sure,
mean?
for
Like,
sure. And I mean,
but
I'm sure like every movie they have deleted scenes, you
well,
know?
oh, no, yeah, but my point is you can tell,
Yeah, no, for sure.
and that is where my issue does lie with it, but otherwise, yeah, no, it is almost a nearly perfect comedy, it's great, like,
Mhm.
is and it's, like, it's a buddy comedy too,
I
so
love buddy comedies.
it's great, and yeah,
I'm
I really
so
I
happy you
thoroughly
liked it.
enjoyed it, and actually, I mean, I don't have my phone because I am now starting to kind of rank these a little bit, but
Well, speaking of ranking, my favorite chick flicks of all time
yes,
list,
and it is
Baby
ranked.
Mama is ranked number 37 out of
Oh,
55.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
not a little bit on the higher side,
for sure. A little bit
yeah,
on the higher side. I
or
want to
actually,
say,
sorry, a little bit on the lower side, actually, sorry.
yeah, a little bit. I was going to say, a little bit on the lower side. Again, only because there's actually like, I'm looking at this right now and I'm like, I really rank that above this movie. But I mean, again, it's like one of those movies where it's a great comedy movie. It's a great feel good buddy comedy. And honestly, the reason why it's ranked above certain movies or below certain ones, like the nostalgic of it all too. It's like this again, the quality, right? The
Right,
warmth that this movie brings.
mm,
And the nostalgia of it all. I remember the first time I watched this was with mom, and it was one of the first times like I really watched a movie with mom that we were truly laughing, crying, laughing, and thinking it's so funny. And
right.
even when I remember I was on the phone with you, or no, I was on the phone with mom, and you had asked like, "Oh, what's my movie?" And I told you Baby Mama, and mom
Oh,
like just
yeah.
bursted out laughing because it's
Yeah.
like it's again, it's like a feel good moment that I also have with mom. So maybe there is some emotional attachment to this movie that I have and why it's on the favorite chick flicks of all time list to begin with. But I love it, and I'm glad you loved it,
Yeah,
and I'm excited for the next one.
yeah,
But yeah, I guess that concludes for cinema for
yeah,
this week.
that does conclude it. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Let's move on.